So I was just finished that I was using the paper. So this is the Brooklyn Public Library. And I'm reading the newspaper. There's no kinds of stuff. They don't like anything crazy. So I'm reading to my papers and stuff. Trying to drive me mad as this Trump is engaging in Operation Epic Fury. My mother was killed. She went to Nigeria to treat a heart disease in a church around 2003 or 4. And the pastor said she should avoid getting angry. And the pastor was able to heal her of aortic dissection. So when my mother came back to America, her daughters kept provoking her after the police went out of homeless in 2000. And in 2015, they killed her by provocation. They will put her in the backseat of a car, go hit somebody's house. That's Flora, one of her daughters. Then the other daughter, Bolanle, told my mother she needs to leave her house because my mother was homeless in New York. That's why she went to live with that Bolanle in Pittsburgh. And my mother said she would leave snow on the floor for my mother to trip on. Whenever it snows, leave snow on the floor for days. And somebody came to visit that Bolanle trip. That Flora came to visit that Bolanle trip on the snow. They had to call ambulance to take that Flora to the hospital. So my mother will be shoveling hard in snow, which is very dangerous for my mother's heart, shoveling snow. So yesterday I was outside, you know, using the phone booth outside, this library, Cadman Plaza Library. They've been trying to block me. My mother's address movement and narcotic gang that kill people for money. Because me and my mother worked money because the immigration arrested me when I was a child. My mother brought me here with a green card. I was a teenager. And the immigration arrested me, you know, and saying mothers can't bring children here, which is a constitutional violation under international law. That's called a kidnap. So me and my mother were worth money, and the police took her home after I came out of immigration prison. The NYPD evicted us from a basement apartment. So there was a black American helping me with the court papers, Eric Garner, the police when I choke him. Then another black American helping me said the police were threatening him, said they wouldn't help me anymore. About the same time, that other black American name was Michael. So I had him to sign a sworn affidavit, and I submitted to the court across the street, the federal court, Brooklyn Federal Court, and on Cadman Plaza here, in 2014. And the police went and choked Eric Garner dead after, because I was the only guy that was still helping me. So yesterday I was you know, I was I was browsing through my phone, and all of a sudden I saw a guy. I was born a boy, I'm not a girl. And I was browsing through my phone on my Google Photos. I think Google Drive. You know, I saw a picture of a guy that looks like me, was Black American, and I didn't know it was me, cause I was born a boy, I'm not a girl. So I was like thinking it was the guy on Instagram. There's this guy on Instagram. Apparently he looks like me when I was still a male. As soon as I turned my phone on yesterday, my old picture came up. My old picture came up, and the picture looked like it's of me, but I didn't know it was of me because I'm not a girl. I used to be a boy. So the old picture of me came up, and the picture looked like that of a Black American. Yeah, this is it. This is one of the old picture. I'm like thinking, this is the old video of me also. So I was like thinking, how did this Black American picture get into my phone? Apparently this is me in the library also. I was taking pictures before we gonna go killed. My mother was still alive. And I look like, that's me as a boy. And I look like a Black American who's on Instagram. His name is American Felon. So I didn't realize. So I think it must be Mark Zuckerberg playing games on me. I don't know. because they said the social media in America is linked with the FBI, and they said people like Malik Zuckerberg. I think he wants Google. I don't know if he wants Google or not. So apparently, maybe the FBI is just playing games with me, and they went and got the Google to put an old picture of me to flash it on my phone. Like the picture I showed you, it was another picture. I looked more like this black American guy. I guess I just messing it. I'm under FBI surveillance because I've been trying to see US immigration for kidnapping little children like me as a child and saying green card holders can't bring children here. So I guess they're the one hacking into my phone and trolling me because I was born a boy, I'm not a girl. So they were, I would think that either it's a ghost of my mother doing that or it's the FBI. So they were flashing pictures of me as a boy on my phone. And I really don't want to remember myself as a boy. I'm not a girl. So I guess, and this Trump is engaging in war with Iran. He labeled it epic fury. So they've been hiring little kids to punch me and beat me up on the street and to try to kill me and say I'm an angry foreigner and I hate America and that's how they want to kill me. So I've been exposing Trump. I used to go to his hotel in 2011, Atlantic City, and I won a lot of money. The name of his hotel in Atlantic City is Trump's Casino, and I won a lot of money. And they called the police to chase me out of the hotel. Didn't give me the money I won, and I wanted Eric Garner to help me sue Trump before Eric Garner was killed. I couldn't find a lawyer to help me, and it come to find out this year and last year, a U.S. senator from Arizona, his name is Mark Kelly, said they found evidence that Trump was duping people in 2011 in his hotel, and they need witnesses to come forward because he then declared bankruptcy and stole all that money, the money we won. So this Trump has been engaging in things that could get me killed. And that Mark Kelly said Trump has instructed U.S. armed forces and law enforcement to start killing people in the United States he doesn't like. So I believe him. I started this war with Iran just to get me killed. They said recently an African got so angry and was attacking people in Texas. You know, I don't know if that African really did that or it was just an FBI undercover agent. So they've been hiring little kids to be beating me up. Anytime I criticize America, if black American kids will show up and start punching me, beating me, I'm like, who's sending this kid? I'll call the police will arrest them. There was a day in 2021, December, I was near the Atlantic Avenue basketball stadium. I was talking on the phone, and these black American kids surrounded me, started punching me from behind, kicking me, and I ran into a store, and they came there, smashed the window of the store open, and were about to drag me out, and the store owner called 911, I called 911, and the police came, and it's like they were exchanging coded messages with the kids, and the police, the NYPD told the store owner, we're not going to take a police report. We're just going to pretend this incident never happened. And the store owner said he needs to file a police report because the kids smashed the window, broke the glass window like they were about to lynch me. I said, I'm a Nigerian. I don't understand who's hiring these black American kids to try to lynch me in the open around December 2021 near Atlantic Avenue, Barclays Stadium. I was talking on the phone. I was using public paid phone, and the police won't give me a report. And they told the store owner they're not going to give me a report. And they told me to to get away from here. I recorded the police incident. Then there's this black American basketball player. His name is Damon Lillard. And all of a sudden, I follow his account on Instagram. It's like the FBI hired him to troll me. So they say some black Americans don't like Africans. And they say some of the black American basketball players don't like the fact that some African players are coming here to play in America. People like Mutombo, people like Akim Olajuwon, so they feel threatened. So I didn't understand who hired those kids to try to kill me on the street because I do criticize the American government a lot, you know. And then this black American basketball player, Damon Lillard, I was following his account on Instagram because he used to put interviews on Instagram that he grew up homeless and he always tries to look out for homeless people and it's always giving homeless people stuff. So at that time, I needed shoe. I was homeless on the street for 16 years now. So I contacted him on Instagram. I was like, Mr. Diamond Lillard, I'm in Nigerian. I've been homeless for 16 years. Please, I would appreciate shoes. And he never responded to me. And a lot of these basketball players will pretend like they are donating stuff to the homeless people, and I'll contact them, they'll never respond to me. And, and I'll keep sending them messages. I'm wondering, and I'll hear they donated millions of dollars to homeless shelter. So I'm like thinking, okay, why are these people so generous to other homeless and they're not helping me? And but people, somebody's been hiring people to tell me, go kill yourself. Nobody likes you. You have to kill yourself. I'm like, I'm trying to sue U.S. immigration for arresting me as a child, and if they were doing that to a lot of children, they will arrest them, say green card holders can bring children here. And I found out it's against the law for them to do that. And since there's no law in America will help me, a black American economy has been killed. Apparently, the US government is afraid of immigrants being able to sue, and they don't want to pay the money, and they plan to assassinate these immigrants alongside me. My mother has been killed, and this Trump all of a sudden started a war with Iran, and he said it's Operation Epic Fury. So I always criticize wars by America, or, I'm always speaking for peace. And I've been noticing they're trying to kill me using aggravation. Hiring little kids to beat me up. Even when I come to this library, the police officer here will tell me you're reading too much papers. You can't be reading too much papers here. And they started hiding newspapers. Before they used to have multiple copies of the newspaper. Now they only carry one copy. Like they only have one daily news for today. One, before they'll have multiple papers so that anybody else that wants to read the paper, once you're reading it, anybody else can go take another copy. But now, and they'll send a guy to snatch the paper from my hand. So you can't be reading the paper too much. I need to read it also. So they were creating incidents where people would jump me. And this Trump, I guess their FBI has told them the only way we can assassinate this African is to have people jump this African. Nobody really likes this person because I was born a boy, I'm not a girl. There's a lot of anti-gay discrimination here in America. You know, like the rap music and stuff. It's always anti-gay. There was this time Jay-Z sang a song, Death of Auto-Tune. Say your voice is too light. You know, it did the number one rap star. He was singing a song, da 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 da, hey, goodbye. It was using homophobic lyrics. Said death of auto-tune. Said some of you rappers are too soft. So the culture is very homophobic. So the FBI, because I'm trying to sue immigration, they're hiring black Americans to lynch me. And I believe they're the ones. So I used to look like I was a boy, and I took a lot of pictures when I was a boy. I used to come to this library as a boy, take pictures. So all of a sudden, yesterday, I was charging my phone outside, and they have black American kids outside this library. This is Cadman Plaza, Broken Heights Library. As soon as this library closes, and there's a phone booth outside, there are black American kids with bicycle, and they will try to snatch my phone from my hand and beat me up and steal the phone. Because I'm homeless, I'm always posting things online. So they're hiring black American kids to jump me. So yesterday I was like, you know what, I need to post videos online. So I risked my life. As soon as the library closed here at 6 p.m. yesterday, I went and stood outside the library, and I was very nervous because I didn't know if the black American kids was going to show up with a bicycle. They hired them with a bicycle, and they'll try to snatch my phone and punch me and run away. Even though there's a police camera, because the criminal court is across the street. I contacted the Brooklyn prosecutor that sometimes when I'm coming out of the library, somebody tried to run their car. That day I was criticizing the NYPD, and I came to the library. As soon as I got out of the library, this guy drove his car into the sidewalk and tried to hit me. Just last year, 'cause, Trump was deporting immigrants, and last year I took the number 2 train to Quad Street. As soon as I got off, as soon as I got off the train, I saw the NYPD, and they were making condescending statements in the train station. Say, you want to go home? You want to go home? And they were shouting. So I looked back. Who are they talking to? Apparently, they planted a Spanish guy. And the Spanish guy was laying on the floor and was pretending to be drunk.
So as soon as I got off the train station, I saw this NYPD shouting, "You want to go home? You want to go home?" So I looked back. So they planted a Spanish guy to be laying down on the floor. And so I recorded the whole incident. I'm like, I think they staged this incident just to threaten me because at that time I was criticizing America because they were deporting a lot of immigrants and I'm a Nigerian. So I used to come to this library and charge my phone and I'll stand outside posting videos online asking America to stop deporting immigrants. So the more I say that, the more Trump, deports more immigrants. So I guess this Trump is afraid of me because he duped me in 2011 and he's afraid to deport me because the court may see, oh, so you duped this person, left this person homeless for 16 years. Now you want us to deport this person? We don't think so, Mr. President. So he just wants to get me killed. So that's the only reason why he hasn't deported me. So they're hiring black Americans to troll me. So yesterday, I guess their law enforcement, they started putting, they started hacking into my phone and started posting pictures of me when I used to look like a boy. So I was looking at the picture, I'm like, who's this person? I don't even remember it was me. And apparently, because the picture looked like another black American I normally see on Instagram. His name is American Felon. He talks about his prison experience and stuff. He's based here in New York. So I'm like, why is this guy picture showing up on my phone? So apparently, they let me show you his picture. It's on Instagram. And then I realized, oh, this is me. Like, oh my goodness, I look like a black American. I'm actually Nigerian. But I look like him when I was a boy. So, so let me show you his picture. He calls himself American Felon. So you can see him. I look exactly like him. See? Like I showed you my picture earlier. You know. So that's a New York radio station. I was listening to their radio show. It's called Charlemagne. And I think they are aware that the American government wants to kill me. They're a black American radio station, but they don't help me. So they just talk about me and stuff. So around 1:30, so I was watching the radio show on YouTube, and so this Charlemagne was talking about sometimes ghosts in your family may try to kill you and set you up to be killed. So when my mother was alive, me and her didn't get along because when she brought me here from Nigeria with a green card, the U.S. immigration arrested me and then she abandoned me on the street after I came out of immigration prison. She was like, she can't help me anymore. She spent all her money paying for an immigration lawyer for me. And then the police evicted us. So my mother abandoned me on the street and she went to live with her daughters in Pennsylvania and those daughters killed her. So, you know, and they killed her, and nobody in America will help me arrest those daughters. My mother used to tell me those daughters were about to kill her. Their name are Bolali and Flora. She has another daughter in Nigeria, Funke, because she said they were trying to kill her for inheritance scam. My mother has properties all over the world. She invested in gold in Africa, so they've killed her and stole all her stuff. You know, so so they've been trying. So I guess you know, so my mother didn't like me because I was gay, and because of my immigration problem, her daughters have American passport. So I was the only one that had immigration problem. And I was born a boy, I'm a girl. Her daughters are biological females. So nobody in my family likes me. So this Charlemagne on his radio show today was saying sometimes if somebody in your family don't like you, will try to get you killed. So it's implying that the ghost of my mother, was the one that started trolling me as I turned my phone on yesterday outside this library. I started seeing pictures of me as a boy. I'm not a girl. I started seeing pictures of me as a boy pop up on my phone. So I'm wondering, what is going on? Why am I seeing pictures of me as a boy? I don't like to see myself as a boy. I like to see myself as a girl. You know, so the American law enforcement, they're hacking into my phone and playing all kinds of games and sharing my information with the American media. Because I also want to become a journalist and no media. I've always wanted to become a journalist. I wanted to host like an international TV show, like Jerry Springer. He was born in, I heard Jerry Springer was born in Europe and he came to America as a child and started a TV show and was so popular around the world. They showed Jerry Springer show in Africa. Everybody likes the show. And at some point before he died, he moved to South Africa and he was hosting a show in South Africa. So I thought, I want to host a TV show in America also because I was born a boy, I'm now a girl, and I think maybe the American people may find me fascinating, my experience as a transsexual African and stuff. Yes, but the media won't give me a chance. I always contact them and stuff, but they always make fun of me and stuff. So yesterday, when I turned my phone on, I don't know if it's the media here in America that hacked into my phone. Pictures of me as a boy started popping up on my phone like crazy, like boom, 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 boom. So I was looking at myself, looking like a boy. I didn't even realize it was me, because there's this black American on Instagram. His name is American Felon, and he looks like me when I was a boy. So I thought it was him hacking into my phone. Then I discovered, oh, it's actually me. I was like, why is who hacked into my phone? And started releasing my old pictures from Google. Because when I used to come to this library in 2014, 15, I was still a boy then. I would take pictures in this library of me as a boy and post it on my Instagram, on my Google Drive. So all of a sudden, yesterday, I was standing outside the library around 6 p.m. and those pictures started popping out of my phone. So I was like, what is going on? And this Charlemagne, so they have the American media tapping into my phone. As I'm trying to sue the American government, they're fighting me dirty. A black American helping me in 2015, 2014, Arizona, they killed him, choked him dead. So nobody's helping me right now. I know that I was helping, you know. So they were just, uh, you know, and so this Charlemagne on Breakfast Club, today is March 3. Today is March 3. And it was saying sometimes sometimes when somebody in your family doesn't like you and the person dies, the person will try to kill you as a ghost. So this element is implying my dead mother that didn't like the fact I was gay and was killed here in America may have been the one that was releasing my picture as a boy, you know, just to get me angry. So, so they're making up, and that is just very insulting to my dead mother. I don't think my dead mother a ghost who've intentionally hacking into my phone. First of all, when she was alive, my mother used to go to the library to learn how to use the computer, and she could never learn it. I doubt as a ghost she would know how to get online. Or, so this Charlemagne was making fun of me on his radio show, you know, and on Breakfast Club, you know. And he also admitted on his radio show that he's not gay. He always pretends to be gay on his radio show just for fun. He said he's married to a woman, so he's been pretending like he's gay on his radio show and that he's into guys. I think he's just making fun of me, and there are people like me that are really gay, and it's not right that he's making fun of me on his radio show. And I contacted his radio show all the time. It's now worth $200 million. I contact him that can you please help me out, and he doesn't help me with nothing. And and somebody's supplying him info. Look, that's the topic. Have you seen a ghost? Have you seen a ghost? So yesterday, my mother is dead and she died angry. She used to come to the Brooklyn Federal Court here to sue the police, and the court would throw out a case. So I was standing in front of the Brooklyn Federal Court yesterday, right here across the street. I was using the phone booth, and somebody has hired black American kids. As soon as I've been homeless for 16 years now. So anytime I'm standing out there, the kids will try to punch me. They'll come with a bicycle and try to snatch my phone. And I use a cheap phone. I use like a $20 phone. So there's no way those kids, you know, are so poor and they need to steal a $20 phone. So somebody's hiring them to attack me as a Nigerian. And I contacted the Brooklyn prosecutor and they pretended they're going to help me. I went to their office on J Street and they told me they're going to drive me to a crime victim shelter. So you want to be safe? You've been homeless for 16 years. So I said, all right, we'll help you. Go and wait outside. I'm like, what? No, I can just wait in your office. He said, we call a cab. No, no. So the cab can see you. So go wait outside. So walk 1 block and go wait on Adam Street. I'm like, your office is on J Street. So why I got to go to Adam Street? So I guess I used to criticize Eric Adams was the Black American mayor. I used to, I'm aware of some of the crimes he committed. When the Turkish people were bribing him, I'm witness to the bribery, and the reason why I'm witness to the, because Eric Adams in 2019, he used to be the borough president of Brooklyn. So I used to come to this neighborhood in 2019, and his office was down the street. It was the borough president of Brooklyn, and I used to beg people for money, and I used to put my blanket to cover me. Late at night, I would just wait on this street near the train station to be begging for money, and it would get so cold. I would use my blanket to cover myself. I would cover my head, and I'll be begging for money. So somebody stole all my blankets and gave me a white sheet. So I'll cover myself in a white sheet. Yet I didn't know that's racism. That if you cover yourself with a white sheet, it's like you're claiming you're KKK. So I was standing in front of Eric Adams' office with a white sheet over my head. I'm a Nigerian. I didn't know the culture here. That when you cover yourself with a white sheet, it's racism. Because I used to use all different color blankets. And then his staff would chase me away from his office. Said, don't be standing in front of our office. And soon after, the police arrested me, knocked me down, and put me in the psych ward and declared me crazy. And this Eric Adams boasted about it, was mocking me. Because anytime I try to use the bathroom in the train station, the police will come and throw me out. So back then, I would be down the street in 2019 saying, "You NYPD, please respect us immigrants." I would say in Ohio, an Nigerian just became mayor in a city there. I say in Iowa, they're giving undocumented immigrant driver license. I said, please respect me as an immigrant. Stop chasing me out of the bathroom. And soon the police came and arrested me here in Brooklyn. I had a Turkish guy slap me on Berry Avenue, and the police came and and knocked me down, took me to the psych ward. Said I was a troublemaker. I was always fighting people. That they've gotten reports about me. That I was a troublesome. I wasn't a troublesome somebody. I was getting jumped. I was trying to sue the police, and Eric Adam got them to arrest me. Because I used to cover myself with a white sheet in front of his office, and he thought maybe I was sent by some racist to troll him as a black American. And it got me arrested. They stole my green card and everything, the police, and stole all the money I had. And then every kind of went and post about it. Weeks later, on my mother's birthday, January 20, around my mother's birthday, her birthday is January 19th, but on January 20, 2020, he went to Al Sharpton's office and did a public speech. Say, you go back to Ohio, you go back to Iowa. Say, New Yorkers is for us, real New Yorkers that have been here for generations. Say, all you outsiders, you think we're going to accept you and welcome you? He said, no, it's not going to happen. You know, and Ricardo was mimicking the things I would say when people would harass me in front of his office. I used to cover myself with a white sheet, because I'd be so cold, and I didn't know that was, in American culture, that's a bad. You don't do that. I used to cover myself. I was a Nigerian, because in Nigeria, there's a culture in Nigeria, you know, where black people cover themselves with white sheet. It's in the Nigeria people do that. It's called you trying to become a spirit. So there's a Nigerian festival where black people cover themselves with white sheet, and some people believe it makes them a spirit. It gives them extra powers. So I never knew in American culture it's not a good thing. So in Nigerian culture it's a good thing. So I never thought, and this Arikadam got the police to arrest me, and they locked me up in a psychiatric hospital, stole my green card, stole my money, and then somebody sponsored him to become mayor, Bloomberg. Because under Bloomberg, the police was harassing blacks. They killed Sean Bell, and they threw me and my mother out of our home on Staten Island in 2010. So I was trying to get Bloomberg arrested. So Bloomberg sponsored Eric Adam. So Bloomberg and I saw he has an enemy in me, and Eric Adam has an enemy in me. So they both colluded. Bloomberg is a billionaire, gave Eric Adam money to become mayor to troll me. Because I used to stand in front of Eric Adam's office and be like, Nigerian just became mayor in America in 2019. I don't understand why when I put a white sheet on, the police would have tried to arrest me. Nobody told me it meant something bad. I really don't have any friends in America, and I don't understand the culture. I said, but why people hating on me? Like, when I put a white sheet on my head. I don't get it. So this Eric Adam tried to take advantage of me, got me arrested, got me put in a psych ward, and nobody explained nothing to me. And Bloomberg decided to join in and sponsor Eric Adam to become mayor. And for the 4 years Eric Adam became mayor, anytime I'm sleeping on the train, the police will try to arrest me, say, no, you can't sleep on the train, get out of here. 1 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning, if it's snowing, sometimes they'll throw me out of the train. I will fall off the staircase because I have a lot of bag. And they were trying to kill me for the 4 years I recorded became mayor, and they arrested me again last year. Said the black Americans said I stole their property. I'm like, I didn't steal nothing. I said, why are you always accusing me of stealing? Why are you always accusing me of, and the police knocked me down, bashed my head against the wall, and went and locked me up. So there's, and they have black American kids that come and punch me. So I'm a Nigerian. They have black Americans punching me. There are police beating me. So please, they're about to kill me in America. So they say, we gays, we have no value, like the JC song, da 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 da, yeah, goodbye. I'm a soft-spoken gay. I said the culture here, they think gays are soft. So they're beating me up. So if you're watching my video, please donate to my cash app, NYC homeless. I don't have any friend. My mother's been killed, and it's a black American radio station making fun of me. So yesterday, I believe somebody hacked into my phone, and they started showing pictures of me on my phone. Went into my Google Drive, and all of a sudden, I turned my phone on, and I saw my Google Drive was open, and old pictures of me looking like a boy started popping out, like boom, 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 boom. And I don't want to remember myself as a boy. I used to come to this library in 2014. Arizona was still alive. I was still a boy there, but now I'm a girl. I've transitioned. So I used to come to this library dressed like a boy, take pictures. So so I guess they're trying to call me a phony. So, how come I transformed in 10 years? Because I used to come to this library dressed like a boy, take pictures of myself as a boy. So now I'm dressed like a girl. I guess so. Yesterday, somebody hacked into my phone as I was standing outside, and all of a sudden, my Google Drive opened up. Then pictures of me as a boy started popping up, like boom, boom, boom. I didn't even realize it was me, because there's a black American. I always watch his Instagram page. His name is American Felon. He's based here in New York. So I happened to look like him when I was a boy, you know. So I thought it was him hacking into my phone. So I was like, until I realized, oh wow, this is me 10 years ago. And then this Charlemagne, his radio show, I believe they're hacking into my phone also. So his topic of today, his radio show is from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Power 1051. The name of his radio show is Breakfast Club. And the topic of today was, do you have a ghost in your family that bothers you? So my mother also had a problem with me being gay. She threw me out on the street after the police evicted us. She ran away from me. And my mother was then killed by her daughters in 2015. So this element was implying it's my mother's ghost that was hacking into my phone yesterday and releasing pictures of me as a boy just to annoy me to death. So it's mocking my dead mother. You know, so I would appreciate if anyone can donate to my cash app. I'm seeking non-conditional charity donation, financial donation to my cash app NYC homeless. And if you don't have cash app, you can find my last name and first name on my cash app and send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. Tell me what to meet you, and I will accept cash from you. So I've just been so brutalized. The police are trying to kill me because I've been suing them. Then there's gangs in America trying to kill me. And also, I've also put on social media that I used to go to Trump's hotel in 2011 and I won money from gambling in this hotel in Atlantic City, and they called the police to chase me out of the hotel. I didn't give them the money. And a U.S. Senator, Mark Kelly from Arizona, said he's found information Trump was doing that to a lot of people, and he declared bankruptcy and didn't pay nobody the gambling debt he owes. So they said they want to impeach him this year. And so all of a sudden, this Trump is trying to get Muslims to kill me. He invaded Iran, and I was born on July 8th. He chose February 28th to invade Iran. and he named the name of the war Operation Epic Fury. Yeah. Okay, I'm just saying something important. You know, so they always try to make me look like I'm the problem. And if I stand outside, there are black American kids that punch me. That's fine. So I'm just being hostage. So they get me angry like this, and I can't really talk. I can't stand outside. I can't be in the library. So you can all see what is going on. Please donate to my cash app. NYC almost non-conditional charitable donation. I'm wearing a mask. I don't have to lower my voice lower than So they try to make me look like I'm the problem. You know, I can't talk. I can't stand outside. They stolen my green card, stolen all my ID, stolen all my money. So this is crazy. The way they're treating blacks in this country, everybody just start jumping it, one after the other. So if you're watching worldwide, please don't my cash app. Non-conditional charitable donation. I'm not looking for membership in any gang or any cult. Some people say they're going to kill me. I'm going to lie a member of their cult and I told them to adopt children for me. No, that's not true. I didn't tell anyone to adopt any child for me. I'm single, I'm married without a child. So I solemnly swear that United States perjury laws and other relevant laws and U.S. Constitution that what I'm saying is true to my belief remembrance and based on information I have. So if anybody claims otherwise, you should be arrested for attempted perjury. So signed by me by Patunde Lopopo.